This just in, the latest Drongo review dedicated to Neil from Whiskey Trials. Old radio. Not quite as old as Dave, but it's almost there. Okay, everybody. My name is Andrew. Welcome back to another episode of Prestige Liquids. Today I'm bringing you another uncut review. Today is part 2 of my 6-part series of Starward whiskey, or I should say Starward Australian whiskey. Starward is an Australian whiskey that has been, or say, aged and distilled in Melbourne, or say Victoria, Australia. This is their Winecask release. Some of you may be more familiar with this as being their older label. Currently they have gone through a rebrand, or I guess more of a new label redesign. And now this Starward Winecask is now labeled under Starward Nova. It has a new brighter label, more like orangey and whatnot, but the liquid inside the bottle is still the same. Now, this is bottled at 41%. It has been aged in, say, Australian red wine Shiraz barrels. One interesting thing that I found about this particular whiskey is that when they took the barrels for this particular whiskey, they have not been charred. Whether it is true or not, one website that I came across have actually said that that they have been steamed instead. But according to Starward, this has been done to retain the wine to oak character notes from the barrels. So that was a little bit of interesting research that I found there that you may not have known. So enough about that. I have already poured myself I've poured myself a dram. I did try to start this review say a little bit earlier on before, but the stuff ups that I was having in it was just way too far gone to even consider calling it an uncut review. So I had to scrap it, restart, and here we go on take 2. Okay. Starward, Winecask, or Nova. Let's get in on the nosing and see how we go. Okay, straight away this is going to remind you of like a Christmas fruitcake. It's got that malty, dried fruit nose to it. Sultanas, figs, touch of banana, sugar. So there's quite a lot of dense sugar notes in there. Touch of dried apricots. It has such an interesting nose, it just keeps going on. But for now, I'm just going to stick with that that fruitcake main note and leave it at that. Actually, touch of honey coming through. It's evolving in the glass. It really is. Yeah. So honey, nuts. I'm getting peanut. I think also almonds and cashew as well. Wow, that's also, it just keeps opening up. Alright, so that's enough for the nose. Let's get on with the taste and see how we go. Get this. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, this is only bottled at 41%, but this packs a punch that will rival anything in the 46 to close to 50% range. Those of you be warned, if you're expecting a very light experience, you're not going to get that from this. This has quite a bit of an alcohol burn to it. It has a beautiful mouth feel. You get a nice even coating over your tongue. Even still, it's just making my mouth water like crazy. You just want to keep drinking more and more of this. I'm getting again that a dried apricot note coming through. Again, those sultanas, caramel, honey, and there's some exceptional flavors coming through. It has, towards the back end of the palate, it gets quite a bit of it starts to dry your mouth out. I find that too. I know in my own experience when I've had a few different types of Shiraz wines, they tend to dry my mouth out quite a bit as well. So whether that's an influence from the cask, I'm not too sure, but that's what I'm getting from that. Those oak barrel notes are definitely coming through. Yeah, that's definitely a very woody whiskey as well. All in all, these flavors are exceptional. In the past I've made no secret as to how much I love Starward, and I'm not just saying that in case anybody from the Starward representative team is watching this at all. I genuinely love this whiskey. For such a young age, as far as I know, they're all a minimum of they are all a minimum of 2 years old. I haven't really researched all that myself, but again, it is a very young whiskey. I don't know how well you can see, but man, look at that color. That is absolutely fantastic. The influence from the barrel is incredible. Again, I haven't been able to find out for sure whether these are all natural color, but I'm going to assume that they are. Yeah, this is just a whiskey that you can keep drinking forever and ever. It's one that you'll want to have sitting on your shelf all the time. I know I've restocked it a few times myself. I've got a few friends now in the UK who have only just been able to start getting their hands on this. And guys, what I'm going to say to you now is that if you're able to get this, don't even hesitate. Start throwing your pounds at them. Get this whiskey and experience it for yourself, because one of these types of whiskies coming out of these small distilleries in Australia, they're definitely going to start taking the world by storm, in my own opinion anyway. So again, my name is Andrew. Thank you for watching this video. I'm not going to keep it going too long. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell notification as well so you can stay up to date with any other reviews that I'm going to be doing in the future. The next video will be part 3 of the Starward range. That will probably be coming out in a few weeks or so, because I'll be going over to Japan soon. So no whiskey reviews while I'm away. But for now, guys, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time on the next video. Get this.